Well, hello. I know I'm much earlier than normal. I'm gonna just say hi for a couple of minutes and let you guys know about some things before we get unboxing this, in case there's anybody out there that would like to check out this Fun in the Sun paper pumpkin kit with me. The fold is a little tricky if you haven't done one before, so we'll go through it step by step and you'll be crafting in no time. Okay, so here is my host code for this month. If you don't know already, I will not be live later at 7 o'clock like I normally am. I will be celebrating my husband's birthday with he and our son. So I will be enjoying a lovely grilled chicken something probably at Mialisco. Something yummy. Anyway, so this is this. Now, if you haven't heard, tomorrow for 24 hours only, Stampin' Up! Is putting their stamps on sale. They do not do this very often. I know I've said that about the free shipping, and then they've been doing it more often. This really is something that they don't do very often. It will be all of the stamp sets from the 2023-2024 annual catalog. That it does exclude any of the online exclusives, okay? And it also excludes any host sets, okay? So you don't like get the double dip with your rewards. Sorry. But anyway, tomorrow, the 19th, one day only. I've tried to get that out in an email and let everybody know. So if you need any help ordering or whatever, just let me know, because I can usually save you a little shipping if you're local to me and can pick it up. So anyway, there's that. Okay, so the Fun in the Sun July 2023 paper pumpkin kit arrived on my doorstep the other day. And so let's take a look. So we have this great stamp set with tons of great greetings. Wish you were here. I see SEA, brighter days ahead, sending an ocean of love. Sorry I was crabby. I might need one of those. Anyway, sending sunshine too, and then there's a colon. You can, put somebody's name, relax, you deserve it. All these fun things, plus a sunshine and a little starfish. Okay. And the ink spot is a Daffodil Delight. Now, as I have mentioned before, a lot of times I will sub in my bigger ink pad, and instead of the block that you get with your very first kit when you become a subscriber, I will use my more ergonomic Stampin' Up! Blocks. Okay, and I will likely use my Stampin' Seal adhesive just because it works better. Okay, so let's take a look at what's in here. Like, truly, I am opening it as we speak. So let's move the tissue, which, by the way, I hope you don't throw this away. This makes great. You can use it for the linen, the faux linen background. You can use it for all kinds of good things. Okay? Don't throw your tissue away. All right, let's open this up. All right, so what is in here? Well, there will be, should be 9 card bases. Hang on. This plastic wrap is giving me fits here. Okay, here we go. All right, let's take that, get rid of that. So here's what should be in there. Okay, I see 1 card base, 2 card bases, 3 card bases, right? And 1, 2, 3 of each. These great envelopes, which are blue on the inside and have this fun stripe on the outside. And all our little pieces and our layers. And we have tear and tape to put it together. Ooh, and we have these cute little clear, well, they're sequins. They're just very tiny and sweet. I love them. All right, so, and then there's some options that you have with some other product. Okay, so you could choose not to add all of the layers to your card and just save some of the pieces. All right. Okay, so let's sort them. All right, so we have our adhesive. Okay, it's probably stronger for most of the things than we need. Okay, here's the beautiful envelopes. We may end up doing something different with those. So you're not going to have a whole lot of extra stuff. Okay, so your die cuts and stuff, they pretty much figured out what you really need, and so you don't have a lot of extras. Okay, all right, so we have a base and some extras. We have another base and some extras, and we have the third base and some extras that go with them. And here's all our little die cuts, pretty little shells and flip-flops, sunglasses. Okay, and we have all our labels. Ooh, and we have these great chairs, and we have glue dots, and we have the cardboard. This is great for lots of things, but if you are somewhere and you don't happen to have grid paper, you can practice stamping on your cardboard. All right, so let's show you these bases because they're all going to fold exactly the same. Okay, so what you want to do is you're going to see, let me just put all but one back over here. All right, so when you get your card base, you're going to see that there's a slit. Okay, and the scores are a little easier to see on the back. Okay, so this particular one is at 5.5. So guess what way it's going to go? Yep, it's going to be, that's where your card is going to fold. Now, this is not going to fold up. This is going to fold down. And so then you're going to just alternate every other one. So down, up, down, okay, and up, okay, and then you're just gonna kind of squish them in like that, okay, and then there's one more back here, okay, that's gonna go up like that, okay. So when you're done, this is what you should have, okay. There, okay. So what this is called a side step card, okay? Because it looks like steps and it's on the side. There are other cards where you can get like a center step, there's all kinds of folds, okay? But these are a side step fold. So let's take a look at that again. I'm gonna flatten it back down. So this one's gonna go up. And you would think that because this one is almost, it's not quite, see, it's not quite next to this one. You would think that this one would come up too, but it doesn't. This back one, where on this particular card where the Lemon Lolly and the Azure Afternoon meet, is up, okay? And then we have what we call, because it goes down, valley, mountain, see, because it goes up, valley, because it goes down, mountain, because it goes up. So you should have those like that, okay? And then when you squish it together, it lays flat like this, and then it stands up for display. All right, so let's put one of these together. Let's see what we need for this one. Okay, so as always in here, there are directions that show us what we need. Okay, so we're doing this one, okay? So we need one of these. I think the long, yep, sending an ocean of love, so we want the long one. Okay, so we want that. So the rest of these can get set aside. We don't need the chairs, so those can get set aside. We are going to want our tear and tape. I can take it out of its baggie. Okay. All right, so we need a starfish. We need some gems. We need the tear and tape. Now somebody said we don't actually need the shell, that it was printed in the wrong place and it really needs to be over here. We'll see about that. They would be right because the umbrella card has the shell. This one does not have any shell. Okay? All right, so we don't really need the little shell. We do need the starfish. We need our ink. All right, let's see what else we need. We need not these. We need one of these, I think. Oh, wait. No. Hold on. We need this. Oh, wait, we do need the palm trees. Hang on. They don't, I thought, they were really smart in how they did these. And they got all the pieces that they could, even if they didn't go with the same card. So let's grab ourselves palm trees. Now, you don't have to do them the way they're shown, of course. You could choose to save your palm trees, especially if you happen to have a big stash or you still have the, I think it was paradise palms or something like that. You could use those. All right, so let's see. We need the palm trees. Oops, there's one more. Come on, get out of there. There we go. All right. All right, so we need the palm trees. We need our base. We need the boat. Okay, and we need our little island with the hut on stilts with our sunset. Okay. All right, so that should do it. So let's put the rest of these pieces and parts over here. Let's see, they want us to put an ocean, sending an ocean of love. I like that. Okay, so let's put that on. Now you may notice, especially with like the sun or something, one of the sort of images that has a lot more surface area, you may notice that there sometimes is a film. It's just from the processing of the photopolymer. So I just take something and give them a good rub, and that usually takes that off. Okay, so, all right, so let's get our, here, set that aside for a second, get our greeting banner here, open our Daffodil Delight ink pad, and okay. There we go. All right. Let's close that up so we don't have any ink accidents. Set that aside and let's find, here it is. Okay. So, they do show what this should look like. Okay, they show a side view, all right, and that's how it goes. We folded it, right, so you would take it from its flat, you would give that a little pinch and that a little pinch, and then you're going to do every other, valley, mountain, and then you're all good to go. Okay, So they do have little arrows, but if you haven't done a sidestep card before, it could be a little confusing. Now they are showing you where to put that adhesive, and you want to pay attention to that. You want it way down low, okay? Because you don't want any adhesive up where it might touch another layer, okay? All right, so let's see. They want us to do, all right. So it's looking like they want some adhesive right here, okay? And then we're gonna add this, okay? So let's put, there's that tear and tape. So they want some tear and tape up here near the top, like that. And then they want another one down a little lower, okay, because this whole part is going to be covered, right? And they don't show it necessarily, but you could put a little bit back here on this, okay? The other ones, they all show putting the adhesive on the thing that's going on here, but they didn't on this one, but I like to put a little anyway. Then I take my bone folder and I rub this. It helps the backing paper come apart, come away from the adhesive. Okay, so if you rub it real good. And then grab your, take your pick tool, and I just threw something on the floor. Unintentionally, but I did. Now, what I'm gonna do, and I showed this little tip before, is I'm gonna go this way with this one. It'll be easier to get it out, I think. Can I get that one out? Well, I can if I go like that. Okay. Let's hang up this one. Oh, I want to go this way with this one. Okay. So I like to leave a little bit of the adhesive covered. That way it doesn't stick quite so firmly all at one time. Okay, so what you're gonna do is gonna kind of, if you were to fold this like this, okay, so you want to try and get your horizon as closely lined up as you can, but you'll see that it doesn't really matter. As long as you're lined up on the edge, you're good. Okay? There we go. So then we can just rub that, and then we can pull these out like that. And, oh, I got one more somewhere. Oh, here it is. I pushed it up instead of down. There we go. Okay. So then so when it's open, you're not going to see that line. You're not going to see that lined up like this. The only time they're going to maybe see it is when they pull it out of the card. And once you put your palm trees here, that's going to disguise that as well. So don't stress over it, okay? If it doesn't line up exactly, don't stress over it. All right, so now we see the one with the sailboat. So that goes next. So we're going to put a little tear and tape. Oh, I was wondering what all this gray stuff getting all over the table was. It is from the tear and tape. It's from the inside of the... Okay. All right. There's my, so we'll just rub that good. I should say rub that well. That was poor grammar. Sorry about that. All right, so we're gonna put this. Now we're not gonna put any up here because we only want it to stick down here. Now that's gonna go in this next valley, okay? So your boat, so that it looks like it's closer, okay? It's bigger and it's gonna go down here like this, okay? Like that. All right, so now we have our island, we have our sunset, we have our seagulls, and we have our boat. And everything is in silhouette because you're getting the light, it's all backlit, okay, from the sun being behind it. So that's why everything is dark. Okay, so what's next? So what's next appears to be our palm trees, okay? Now, it's a little easier rather than putting a whole bunch of glue dots. You only need one or two up at the top, okay? So we're gonna put this down here, okay? And so if they're gonna hang over, you don't want any glue over here or it will stick shut. So you only want maybe a couple of glue dots over here. So I think I'll do one here and maybe one here. Okay, so that means one here. One up here. Let me make sure I'm doing this right because I do not want to get them. Yep. And then one down a little ways like this. Okay, that will keep those, and there's my tear and tape. Okay, and a little tear and tape along the bottom of that. I love this adhesive, tear and tape. It's super strong, but it tears so easily. Okay. We'll get these off like that. Okay. Then kind of put this down here. So I've kind of put it over to the corner, okay? And then I'll just add those trees there, tack them down. Now if you had dimensionals, you could totally use dimensionals and make those trees look like they're more front and center, okay? Take that off, okay. All right, so then it says we can add our greeting and our starfish and those cute little gems. So let's deal with that. Let's put a glue dot. I'm going to use these glue dots. They're just a little wee bit less fussy. Okay. Okay, so this gets tucked in back here. Okay, like that. And I'm going to just use my seal for this one. I don't need tear and tape. They say to use tear and tape, which is fine. You totally could, but you don't need to. So then I'm just going to put this right here. Okay. Then we'll take our little gems. And take your pick tool, and let's see, they are suggesting one here, and one here, and one over here. Now, if you wanted to put yours in the water or somewhere else, it's your card. You can do what you want, okay? So there you go. Your side step accordion fold, okay? These are so cute that I will likely do most of the cards this way. I may trim out some envelopes. Let me just grab that. I may trim out an envelope and use that pretty blue on a card or something, or the stripes for some fun, but I probably will not muck with these a whole lot. It's possible that I won't put all the palm trees on or all the tall things on this side, depending on what's available, okay? But anyway, so that's how it goes. Let me just show you with one other base so that you get a good feel for it, okay? We're gonna just fold one more base, and then you'll have to tune in for the alternates on Monday. Okay, so here we are. We have our base. This is going to be a mountain, right? And this is going to be a mountain, okay? Now, that starts our fold, okay? Then, let's see if this picture will help us. So we go, so this goes up, so that means this one goes down. So now we have valley, mountain, okay? You're coming this way. Now you're sort of folding, pushing things that way towards the bottom. And then you're gonna push this one up, okay? Like that, okay? And there it is. And then you just get your bone folder. And once you've got those folded the way you really want them, okay? Then you can just give them a crease and you'll be all set, ready to go, okay? All right, so that was pretty fun. I may just sit here and make these this afternoon and see how it goes. All right, thanks for joining me for that little quick tip. I hope it was helpful. If you've made this kind of a card before, this side step card, you will not have any problems with it. If you're a little bit new to these kinds of fun folds and things, just go slow. Just go slow, and if you need to, watch the replay and just keep stopping it at every point so that you can really get those. And once you do one or two, you'll be a pro. Okay? All right. Hey, thanks, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.